Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ask Pastor Keith. Pastor Keith, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Thank you. How about you?
I'm doing all right too, as well. Yes, I'm doing okay. All right, so I have a question for you. From one of our audience, the question is, what does it mean to be equally yoked? Does my partner have to be involved as many ministries as me? Same level of spiritual maturity? What does the word equal mean? We're just assuming this person's question is coming from the passage from 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, and I'll read that too as well. It says in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, "Do not be bound together with unbelievers, for what partnership have righteousness and lawlessness, or what fellowship has light with darkness?"
Yes, that's good. The very passage that 2 Corinthians 6:14 actually talks about not just bound, but they actually use the word unequally yoked. That's very, popular word in that culture. Yoke is farming equipment that ties two animals together so that they can pull together or plow together. So it is very important piece of equipment because it has fit well to the animals. Otherwise, it hurts them, so they cannot really put their energy behind it. This serves as a metaphor for so many things in that culture. So unequally yoked is something very unwise, ineffective, and things like that. So here, Paul is talking about basically about non-believer, not another Christian. And this is not, a lot of people use this for marriage, and all that, but it's actually broader in its scope. It's talking about anything that binds you legally, and you should avoid from, with the non-believers. So even a business. Why does he say that? Because if the people, their core belief and the worldview and value system, if it's not similar, they cannot be in the same project or workplaces. Mm-hmm. And that's what he's talking about, basically. And we apply that to marriage as well, because it's so important to have both husband and wife hold the same values and worldview. And so in general, our applications are all good, and but it particularly talks about non-believer against a believer, because we have different destiny, we have different Lord, we have different goal in mind, and that's why Paul is saying don't do that. But in general, as the person who asked the question, does my partner, spouse have to be in same degree of maturity? Mm-hmm. It helps greatly if they are in harmony and in union in that level. It's very good. But if it's different, of course, we can work at it, and the grace of God is there for us to work together. That's a given. But once again, with a non-believer having different destiny, different Lord, different enemy, so to speak. Therefore, Paul is saying it in a very abstract way, black and white way, and don't be tied together legally. And that's what he's talking about. He's not only talking about lawsuits and all that kind of things later on, but it also talks about you have a different value system, and as a believer, as a follower of Christ, and you are seeking the kingdom of God and His righteousness first, and therefore you cannot be legally bound in business, in marriage, to pursue the kingdom purpose. That's what he's saying, right?
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Pastor Keith, for your insight into the question and also the verse 2 as well. Please continue to join us for this podcast for Ask Pastor Keith, and keep on submitting your questions so that we can continue on doing this series. So thank you so much. Have a great day.